Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Rushes on him, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Hansen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Got his man. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Might as well stick with him. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready. Black 14s, ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
And the Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Here we go, ready. Blue, 30, blues, go!
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. on the draw. It's Marshall. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Underwood on the play action. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cradles it at the 35. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Plows through the defense. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. This is a designed run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
So now it's second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Calandria. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Marshall. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Racing to the right. Past the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Underwood. He's got, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
Ready. White 29, go.
Makes a grab and room to run.
defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Ives. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Underwood to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Throwing, Underwood. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. They sack this defense all over it.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. it to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The option look. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Powers through the defender. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. On target. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going long. Hauls in the deep ball. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Hawaii taking on the New Mexico Lobos. And it's the Rainbow Warriors in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Underwood makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Turns it, snags it, and he's open. Past the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
Here's Underwood to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Again, it's Underwood. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Give to the single back. Fighting off the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Play fake, Underwood. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. There's some room. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like, they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air, it's Calandria. On the run, still looking. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Underwood. It's complete to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Leading in this one, not a lot of mystery. They have to have points on this drive. Pressure coming. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Play action with Underwood. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Right on the money. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Pass the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got him downfield. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll send the back in motion. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. Time to take a shot. Got it down the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Going with the counter play here. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Underwood. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Big Blue with the response.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Rides to the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments.
22.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He goes right back to the air. Unloads it left. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Pulls and fires complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Cornhuskers punch back.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. Every play magnified in the fourth quarter. You just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Michigan.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Hand off from the shotgun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal.
Let it go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Here we go. Ready. 1.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A field goal only forces another overtime. They can win it on third and goal.
Let's go.
Hauls it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Up and gone! And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Look out, he's got room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Husker! They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Underwood. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Fires into the end zone, and they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
What?